Peace and blessings to you out there, beloved. That's right. I got on the crown today. Because we're going to settle it for once and for all. Today would be Sunday, and we're going into some critical stuff right now. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to make too many of these because people want to say it's some next level stuff, but you have to say these things to people. So when it's all said and done, you know what time it is. You see, they got the sensors going on in the background. That's for all disease and all airborne, all carbon, everything that's in the air. You're gonna hear it go off because there's so much nonsense in the air. Carbon, dust diffuser. That's a HIPAA sensor filter. That's what you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear it beep. So that's why when you hear it beep, that's what that is in the location where I'm at. But anyway, let's get down to it. You see the crown? You see the crown? Let's get down to it. Listen here, man. For all those who've been paying attention all this time, you got a lot of people out here. I told you these three kind of people who gonna try to pay, play, and pray their way out the situation. I said it. Go back and check my feed on all the nonsense that was going on. And then you're gonna have these go along to get along Negroes. Go back and listen to the information that I said. Listen here, beloved. My stuff is not about me trying to be rich and connected and networked up with everybody. I do what I do and I let it do what it do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Like I said, that's the HIPAA filter shit, man. It's some deep nonsense that I can tell you. And listen, it's real stuff because this stuff is airborne, nanoparticulate, all this nonsense. But we're going to leave off of that. Let's get down to the subject at hand, okay? Our beloved sister, Kamala, whatever y'all want to call her Big K dog stomping on y'all. I don't care what you want to call her. Kamala Harris, let's call her whatever y'all want to call her. Kamala. You know, they want to go through their thing, but let's call her our beloved sister that got caught up in the weeds. You understand what I'm saying? She got caught up in the weeds. You understand? And I'm not disrespecting another black woman because I got my name from a woman. I got my game from a woman. I got everything about me from a woman. I was pushed out from the womb, beloved, and brought forth through the earth to tell the truth and let it be nothing before I was dumb, deaf, and blind. Because I used to be dumb, deaf, and blind. But let's get to the subject at hand. Thank God for the HIPAA filter and the carbon monoxide filter and every kind of filter they got right now, because it brings proof to what I was saying all the time. This stuff is not going to pick up stuff if it's not in the air, if it's not floating around. But let's get back to the sister, okay? Now, our beloved sister, okay, who was blinded by the light. There's a song made by this rock band. It says like this: blinded by the light, caught up in the douche in the moment of the night. That's a rock song. You can look the song up. Blinded by the light, wrapped up in the douche, like the moment in the night. That's some stuff they was dancing to back in her days and before she found the other side of the tracks. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave that there. So, beloved, if you've been paying attention all this time, all right, you knew for a fact since Obama was in that White House, Obama taught you a very important lesson. That's why it was key that Obama got in that seat at the time that he got in the seat. So many things was pushed into place and set up that people didn't understand. But those who are in the know, because see, I'm under the belief for this. See, I'm a person who thinks that it's half full or it's half empty. It depends on who you talking to at what time and what their situation is. And you can bring them along in the struggle. You got to be Harriet Tubman proof. I'm going to say it again. You got to be Harriet Tubman proof. And what do you mean by that, John? I mean this. Harriet Tubman was on this Underground Railroad. Now check it, because a lot of people get it twisted in their mind. Harriet Tubman was on this Underground Railroad. And she thought that this Underground Railroad just stretched from, let's say, from the south to the north, right? And then back from the south, from the north back to the south. That's what she assumed, that was the Underground Railroad. But what Harriet Tubman found out before she closed her eyes was that this same Underground Railroad, you wait for it, was worldwide. It was worldwide. She was thinking that this is where the railroad ended at when she got to the north, but she didn't understand when her eyes closed, it was worldwide. So what does the Underground Railroad mean? The Underground Railroad mean on this journey to get to freedom, you want to see people that look like you, sound like you, act like you, say they are part of you and everything, but they're not trying to continue the underground worldwide railroad system. They're trying to get off at a stop that's comfortable for them. And we understand that. See, those who are over a certain age and mind-wise, see, you got people that's older and body-wise and experience-wise, but their mind is still not there. So Obama taught us that a black face in a high place doesn't equate. Our misery is going to be even less. It's going to be more. Every time they put a black face in a higher place, it's more misery for those who are at the lower rung, those who want to pray, play, and try to just do the basic pimp moves to get out of the situation, and it never works for the benefit of us all. Now, when beloved George Floyd, when he died, that commingled us somehow. I don't know how, but it commingled us somehow, beloved. And it was a beautiful thing to see in my lifetime, okay? People who had no understanding that they was being labelized, black, white, or Puerto Rican, they was being labelized and brainwashed to hold to all these levels. But for that one specific moment, they put down the labels and they came together for that one cause that was for humanity. See, you saw that in your lifetime, beloved. See, it wasn't like most people when they were standing there watching all this George Floyd shit, and they was like, what is this all about? You saw what it's about, beloved. It was humanity. We all came together, everybody around the world at one time. If I was a person that cried, tears would be coming out my eyes because I seen that in my lifetime. I seen everybody around the world unite under one issue. They didn't unite under the issue like that around the world when Emmett Till was killed. They didn't unite around the world like that when Medgar Evers was killed. They didn't even unite like that around the world. I can go back into the eons of many of lives that was lost of burnt skin that they didn't even unite for these people. You understand what I'm saying? But you've seen that in your lifetime. So let's bring it forth to the 24th century and why I'm up here making this for you this morning. I hope your world is going every bit of it, beloved. I don't make this to say, yo, you out there struggling. I'm right. I'm making all this money and all that. I'm saying every second of the day, you get 24 hours to go out here and do righteousness in the world, beloved. And that's what I say, righteousness, being right standing. Tell people the truth, man. You know what you feel in your heart. Back to the subject at hand. So they put beloved sister up there. She's caught in the weeds now. Now listen, if you're a person of burnt skin and you know the game, like I said, Obama taught us. He had 2 terms and teach us this lesson. Listen, you're going to have a black face and a high face. He was telling it to you on the low, but people didn't understand what he was talking about. You're going to have a black face in the high places, but these people are so awful. Our brethren and sisters, who? Our Caucasian, non-melanated brethren and sisters, they are so awful at this point. Why are they awful, black? Why are they awful? Because they know by 2040, there will be more people of color on the planet than they can deal with. They see it right now. And with more and more people of color on the planet to deal with, there's going to be less and less resources. Beloved, do I got to make it any simpler to you? So those who trying to play and pay their way out of it, you see them falling like flies, beloved. All praises due to the ancestors. I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody because it's like fine wine, beloved. No one goes before their time. Every 11 seconds, someone's perished. That's God's clock. That's not my clock. And due to this coronavirus and so-called COVID-19 or people with a compromised immune system, people perish every 80 seconds according to the health clock. You got 2 clocks running right here. You got God clock running, which is people perish every 11 seconds under God's clock. And then you got the health clock. Every 80 seconds, somebody perishes from something that's man-made. So you have 2 clocks running at the same time, beloved. If you're a person of learning, you know this stuff. I'm not telling you nothing big that you don't know. So let's get to the subject at hand. The politics of politricks. So now, who you going to vote for other than the beloved sister up there? They keep talking about she's from Jamaica. She's from India, but those are African descents, and you got to be with the Democrats, the Republicans, the they got 50 million organizations, political organizations, parties, affiliates. They got all this stuff floating around out here, beloved. You, like I said, I put the video up with Dr. B and Dr. Anderson. See, I say Dr. B, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Anderson. These are not no leaders that I follow. These are not no people that I subscribe to. I subscribe to their YouTube and they stuff like that. That is a key, but I'm gonna say it like this. There's other people that I subscribe to. Brother Polite. I can mention 50 million names from around the internet and web that you should be listening to these people. They're gonna flash stuff and you're gonna be like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that. You know, the background and the flashiness of it all, the militant of it all, but you better be opening up your ears and listening to what these people saying. Because right after this election, you're gonna see some of the shit that you ain't never see. As sure as this crown is sitting on top of my head, after that election, you're going to see some nonsense you ain't never see in your lifetime, okay? It ain't all doom and gloom, beloved. All you got to do is understand this, right? Those who love you are going to continually love you. Those who don't love you, they continually don't love you. Your enemies are your enemies. That keeps you on your toes. If you don't know what your enemy's doing, then you're not on your toes, beloved. Your enemies. So when you have so many, like, listen here, man. If I was caught up in the mindset that the white man was the devil, the white people would have been my enemies for 400 years. But I come to a mindset that no, these people are my people. I should be controlling them. They shouldn't be controlling me. I should be controlling their murderous ways, their rapist ways, their robbing ways. You understand what I'm saying? Only difference between them and the next, they doing it in uniform and conformity. That's all it is, beloved. And you got to acquiesce to it, because if you don't acquiesce to it, they will use violence against your brown skin. Need I made it any simpler or plainer to you? So who you going to vote for? You're going to vote for Kamala Harris. Why? Why are you going to vote for Kamala Harris? Because she, of anybody else, is in some position somewhere by somebody's pick, choice, or whatever, in somewhere. And yes, we're going to pick her, and then we're going to sit her ass down and let her know what time it is. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Even if I got a right to let her myself, we're going to sit her ass down. Yes, we're going to vote whoever, whatever, and not because we're no go along to get along Negroes, because I'm not no go along to get along Negro. You understand? You see the crown on my head? I'm not no going on to get along Negro. We're going to vote her ass in. That ticket is going to work. Now, let me tell you the backup plan. And if they raggedy asses don't win, we're going to fucking deal with Donald Trump's bullshit too. Because his ass should be locked up some goddamn way. And that's the fucking end of it. If they can tell Nixon ass to leave, they can tell his ass to leave too. And that's how I'm going to FYI that shit for you. So don't be sitting here talking about y'all bashing her because of this and this and this and this and this. No, we bashing her because that's the way it go in the hood. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about you in the hood. We get at you. And then we can still support you. If you ain't got thick skin to take it, you shouldn't sit your ass down and present yourself as some goddamn leader for the people. Hello. So yes, we're going to vote her ass in and we're going to sit her ass down because her black card is in question. Her black card is in question. As sure as this crown is on my head, her black card is in question. Why? We ain't going to be talking about no, because of your policy with this. Because we're going to tell you straight up, because you married this white dude over here when you was around all these black people. You love who you love. We understand that. But you married this white dude out of all these black people in America coming from Jamaica and Indian. We know what India, this so-called place they call India, we used to call it Persia, but they got all this old nonsense. Now, people want to tell me about, oh, you got it wrong. And let me tell you something, beloved. Black is black all over the world. I don't care what name they want to change into and try to dictate it to. Black is black all over the world, and colonizing is colonizing all over the world. So anywhere that Kamala Harris came from, they was colonized over there too, to praise whoever they was praised to. That is why her makeup is the way it is right now. Don't tell me she didn't get caught up in the weeds. She got caught up in the weeds. And we're going to question her right up until election day. We're going to question her. And we're going to question that damn raggedy ass Biden. And we're going to question that raggedy ass Trump. We're going to question all these motherfuckers up until election day. And whoever wins, we don't care, because we're going to question their ass too, because it's time for it. Each individual person is going to speak up for themselves, just like I'm going to speak up for myself. That's the way it is, beloved. So don't get caught up in they bashing her because she's a black woman and the black people don't like her because black people don't do nothing for themselves. And soon as Man, listen to that. You listen and you listen, you listen on voting day, you go in there and vote her ass in the seat, and then when she get in the goddamn seat, we gonna sit her ass down and say, listen, your black card is in question, y'all. And if you don't rock and roll, this is what's gonna happen. We ain't sitting here like that nonsense with Obama. So with that said, I'm going to let my filters do what they need to do because, yes, beloved, you hear it beeping and you got carbon, you got all kinds of shit floating in the air. You ain't talking about HEPA filters and purifying filters and the air humidifiers and oxygen tanks out this motherfucker. Listen here. I put a thing on my page. You can go to my timeline. And I said, listen, do you know how much oxygen costs a month? Do you know how much it costs for you to get? They got a machine called the Introgen machine. And you see this commercial come on TV, go look up the thing called an Introgen machine. That is a portable oxygen mask that you wear up your nose to keep you breathing in fresh air. That's what it's going to come down to. That's my word in the hand in the sky. All right? That's what it's going to come down to. You're going to be paying for fresh air. You already pay for fresh water and fresh anything else. That's the course of business. No, man. That's the course of colonizing and enslaving people and making them consumer slaves for the rest of their life and living in debt peonage. Kamala Harris ain't start that nonsense. Obama didn't start that nonsense. It was started eons and eons ago when they knew how to F with people's mind and turn them people against each other. That's all this is about. One class trying to put another class against each other while the rich class stay wealthy, beloved. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you go do you do you, and stay safe and sound out there. You wear the crown. You see it on my head? You wear the crown. Don't let nobody speak for you, eat for you, or whatever, man. I'm going to go keep doing this Airbnb land with the HEPA filters and all that nonsense. Because, see, that's how them Jewish people and all them get down, see. They be building this nonsense and doing all this nonsense. And they know how to live in their environment and increase their environment, increase their wealth. How do you do that? By spending amongst themselves. Black people don't get that concept neither. If each one of us, now check this out before I leave. If I said I'm going to give each black person $10,000 every day, but the only thing you got to do, you got to give that $10,000 to another black person. Can't be no other person. It got to be a black person. Now listen, I don't care if this person is doing this, that, and the third, but they're going to give you $10,000 and they got to give you back $10,000. Whatever they spend out that money got to be spent with a black person. Now you might say that sounds ludicrous. Now you going to say, Carter, where the money going to come? Listen to this. If you had people like us exchanging money against us every day, man, we would never lose. We would never lose. We would lock them out we would lock them out 10 times harder than the Asians lock us out, man. But we don't think in that nature. We think, oh, if a black person gets more than me, then I gotta commingle with the black person to get over one. It's all 50 million ways they got us capitalizing our mind with that slavery nonsense. We can't even see the bigger picture of it all, beloved, right? So with that said, like I said, peace and blessings to all those in the sound of my voice. Put your crown on too, man, and let them know you know what time it is. Go out there and vote for the beloved, because we're going to sit our ass down after this and let her know, yo, this is the deal, yo. This is the deal. All right? So with that said, peace and blessings. Go out there and praise yourself and love yourself, man. All right? Like the good Revs say, man, don't be going out here searching for these people who want to save you. Look in the mirror. Do what you know needs to be right. In your heart of heart, you know what's right. Whether you're murdering, robbing, stealing, and like I said, I'll get to the serious shit later on. But listen, they're going to put this beloved sister up there on the pole. And they're going to be like, work that pole to get them. And she going to work that pole. You understand what I'm saying? She going to work that pole. What you seeing up there, man, beloved, it's not a pretty picture, beloved. Okay, whether you like the lady or not, she's up there dancing on a pole. Look at it for what it is. Look at it what it is. Look at what the Democrat. Look, it's like you. Every time you see this lady, you're gonna see it like her dancing on a pole for these people, man. It's sickening to the stomach, but we're gonna put her in and we're gonna explain it to her later on, okay? No, they had you looking like a pole dancer up there, doing all these different moves and all spinning on the pole so black people could just look. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be aware of this, beloved. You got to be aware of it, beloved. I got my name from the woman. I got my game from the woman. That's the way it is. That's the way it is, yo. So with that said, peace and blessings. 1, I love you. 2, there's nothing you can do about it. 3, go save the world because it needs saving.